A couple of days ago, I joined some friends in a pub. They were quietly sequestered in one of the oft-coveted booths, supping on an assortment of pints. After a few minutes, I asked them who our server was, as no one had been over to take my drink order, and they pointed to a post-adolescent youth in an ill-fitting generic minor pub chain uniform. I gave him the eye as if to say, "Yes, Chief, I am ready to order a tasty beverage. I know what I like. You can take my order at your convenience." The youth grimaced and gave me a wave of acknowledgement as if to say, "I'll be right with you." And then he ran off to fiddle with a pot of tea and all of the accompanying nonsense that goes with it. And I returned to the conversation at the table, safe in the knowledge that our server would be along shortly. A staggeringly epic 6.5 minutes later, he scrambles to the table, apologising, and I calmly invite him not to worry about it. It is, after all, only a job, and I'm not one of these people who has a panic attack if his needs aren't met immediately. This is not my first trot around the track, as it were. I informed the fella that I'd like 2 pints. I order 2 because I'm concerned that the first one will go down really quickly, and it might take a while to get the second one. It's a kind of preemptive strike. The lad then produces a pad of paper to write down my order, which clearly exposes him as a rookie and explains his flustered demeanour and inattentiveness. He then spirits himself away to some other pressing task. A few minutes pass and I still have no beer in front of me. Now I'm less forgiving. I know how long it takes to pour a pint, and we're only 20 feet from the bar, so what's the dealio here, yo? Holmes? Home slice? What's going on? I look over at the part where the bartender places the drinks that the servers have ordered, and there is no beer to be seen. I stare at the server until he can feel my gaze. And then he takes a few steps towards me, about to ask me what he can get me, but then realizes that he's forgotten my pair of lovely lagers. Now, up until this point, I am still quite understanding, accepting, and forgiving. But then, when I see our server refilling someone's teapot with hot water while my beers lose their lovely frothy heads, I decide to take matters into my own hands and retrieve the beers myself. The bartender tries to stop me, assuming there is some kind of heist in progress, and I quietly explain to him that I've been there for 17 minutes and am yet to receive a beverage. I chug my first beer in a few drafts, and then sip on the second one. Then the server arrives, apologising profusely and proffering shots of tequila to compensate. "Okay then, I forgive you."